Well, another day, another state park. Today's been uneventful. We got to Nolan Lake State Park here in Kentucky. Tomorrow we have 4 properties to go see. But not much to show today because it is hotter than sin. Not sure how we moved several states north and got way hotter. So I think the heat index was 116 today, and tomorrow's supposed to be worse. So we're sitting here trying not to melt, having some snacks, then it'll be bed, and then get up early and start going look at houses. Oh, and another house update. There was a couple properties we thought about making offers on. If I would have listened to Shanna, we might have had a chance at some of them.
You might have.
One of them was Shanna's pick in a location that no one would have guessed or would have been completely puzzled if we told them where it was. And then the other one was one that I absolutely loved. Might have been too big a project, but it would have been epic. But then we had a realtor supposed to do a virtual tour, and before they could get there, it went pending. So,
like I said, you should have just made the risk and did it, and then that 10-day or whatever due diligence.
Yeah, Shannon told me just call and make an offer. And I'm like, well, we'll do a virtual tour first. So, my bad. But yeah, so we'll see what we find tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna just sit here and try not to move and generate any more heat.
Definitely slanted.
So look at that next room.
Yeah, that's a whole different dog.
Oh yeah, that is. Yeah, this needs tore down.
That's the guess. Yeah, that's a problem. Wow. Yeah, house needs tore down. All right, so quick wrap up on this one. We at least got to see the house, but the back half of it was literally falling in, caving in. The stairs probably had a good 15-20 degree slope to them, so we didn't even bother going upstairs. Would have been a cool place if someone hadn't let it get to this point. But a little over 2 acres. The property's nice. It's a pretty area. There's another outbuilding over there that was in good enough shape that we could have insulated it. Got a little mini split or something on and stored our stuff in there, and eventually been a real nice fitness room. And then there's room for goats, chickens, all that kind of stuff. It's cheap, but yeah, the house needs tore down, which then it's too much of an expense to tear the house down. So for what it is, we're gonna scratch this one off. So 2 more pieces of empty land and then 1 more house today, and we'll see what happens from there.
Bye.
So you can barely see Shanna. Shanna got a dog head.
I got a dog head today.
First impressions?
I think it's cute.
Been noticing the road noise? I mean, this is pretty. I believe this was a rental 2 years ago.
I'll let you go up there.
It doesn't feel unsafe.
I've been up there 3 weeks now.
Yeah, it feels very stable, Shannon. It's not like the other ones.
That's what I told everybody. It feels like a sound house. You just have a lot to work to get it to be a sound house.
I mean, this floor looks the worst.
The waviest, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the biggest diff up and down.
I can't believe somebody was living in this thing. But,
They had to just trash it on their way out.
maybe.
Well, it's morning. It's our last day here. So we're packing up right now to hit the road about 6:30 in the morning. Only showed you the one house so far yesterday. We'll sit down here in a few and go through the rest. The day got away from us. It was just hotter than sin. We were running all over the place. We had a realtor with us, so couldn't really do too much narrating. But we got some video of the houses, so we'll review that. But we're gonna get up to Indiana first, get settled in, and then we'll sit down and kind of show you some of the houses we saw and what we're thinking. Well, we're up in Indiana now. We've been here about a week or so now. It's been busy enough that we haven't been able to sit down and go over all the stuff we were going to. Shanna has had time to go reinvent herself, though.
Yeah, I have.
Hair looks good, though. But we'd said we'd sit down, kind of go over the properties we'd seen, so if we do that real quick. One of them we showed you, the very first one, we went in and immediately said, nope. That back half of the house was knocked off the foundation, tree was through the roof, water's been pouring in for like a year, so it's just out. After the fact, we were talking about like, well, the property, the barns, just take the value of the house out of it, and we liked the area.
And we didn't find the big barn. Kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, there was another barn on the property we never even went and looked at, just a real big old barn. So we forgot to even go look at that. But we talked about it and we're like, it'd be cool to save that house. It's such a cool historic house. It'd be a really neat project. Be tons of money, but it would be cool. So we made a low offer. They laughed at us. And they basically said they weren't budging on price. So the people bought it a year or so ago. Since then a tree fell through it and all that had happened, and they want to get all their money back. They don't think they should have to lose any money on a bad investment. But I'm not going to lose my money because they don't want to lose theirs, so that didn't work out. So after that one, we went and looked at a 12-acre property, which was a nice property, had some clearings in it.
I liked it.
Had power on site. A little bit of weird thing though, because there used to be a single wide on it, but there was nowhere you could tell of any septic and nothing permitted. So we're not sure what they were doing septic wise. It did have water available. We were trying to see what water, because we couldn't find a well anywhere on it. The realtor got back with us and said it was county water available at the road, which we kind of need a well to be able to hook the camper up while we build, because county ain't gonna let us hook up to that.
No.
So we were kind of debating if it's worth adding the well and doing all that in the meantime, and within a day it went pending. So
because we seen it. That's
Yeah.
Everything goes pending.
it can be out there months. We go see it a day later, it goes pending. So that was just off the table. So we left there and went and looked at another 5-acre property, which is kind of the lower end of what we're wanting to see. But we wanted to see what it looked like in person, and it was a really pretty property in the pictures. But we got there and you couldn't tell what was what with it. And found out it's sort of 5 acres. It was really 5 to 20 acres. And they said that you could pick how many acres you wanted and what acres. So we would have had to walk the whole 20 acres, pick where we wanted, how much we wanted, then negotiate a price, and then have it surveyed, and then have the county records updated and the lot subdivided, which is just too much hassle for what we're doing.
And the surveys are expensive.
So we're like, we're not doing all that. If it was already subdivided or at least mapped out where they wanted it to be, we would have considered, but so that just got scratched off.
I don't think, I got out of the car with Sky to let her use the restroom and that was it.
Well, because you would have had to walk randomly around just
Yeah.
to find anything. But so that was pretty quickly ruled out. So then we went to the stone house that we showed earlier. Cute house. We really liked the house. It was 4 acres, beautiful setting.
You had mountain views.
Well, not mountains. It's,
Well, it
it's
looked-
Kentucky. It's hilly.
Well, that looked like mountains behind it.
Yeah. Don't let people live near real mountains hear you say that. But it was Kentucky hills. But really, really pretty. And we liked the area, but it was on a pretty busy road. Not like a 4-lane highway, but busy enough you had car traffic going back and forth. Nicer county, you would have to have stuff permitted. You pretty much would have had to rebuild the house. And there was no barns, no structures. We would have had to have a shipping container dropped to put all of our tools and everything in just while we worked. And for what they were asking, it was too high. And so we kind of sat down and said, we liked it. And we came up with a number what we would give for it. And that number was far enough off it wasn't even worth offering. So we didn't even make an offer on it. So we haven't necessarily ruled that last one, well, for really either of the two houses. We haven't marked either of them off the list, just they're both higher than we would pay for them. So for now, we're up here, we're monitoring the market. We're actually leaving here later today to head back to Kentucky for a day. A couple more properties we want to see. And then there's one in Georgia that we're interested in. We're trying to get more information on. We said from the beginning we'd like to stay in Georgia, just can't afford it. And it would be nice to get back closer to family. But depending on what presents itself, we'll see. But for now, we'll wrap this one up. Shanna definitely has her list of houses she likes. And I mean, really, both the houses she would have took. But yeah, so we'll head out later today. But that'll be another video of showing what we go see and if it's worth anything. And we'll keep the hunt going.
Yep.
So we'll see you guys on the next one.
Bye.